Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Marcella and I have for you today a leg and glute focused workout. Optional props include a loop band and a kettlebell at the resistance and weight of your choice, so have those nearby. We're going to start off right away with some very slow squats. So if you want to use the loop band, place it around your thighs just above the knee, feet a little wider than hip width distance, toes slightly pointing out, and you should feel the resistance on the band right away. We're going to start squatting very slowly for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, getting to the depth of your squat on 1 and pressing into the heels for 8, 7, 6, 5, returning to standing 3, 2, and 1. We're going to do that exact same thing again. Slowly sitting your hips back and down, keeping your spine long and your core tight. 3, 2, 1. Pressing into the heels to lift for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We've got a few more. Slowly down. Make sure you're breathing nice deep inhales and exhales through the nose. And pressing into the heels, squeezing your hamstrings and glutes to come back to standing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Again. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Standing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. We've got 2 more. 8, 7, 6, 5. Really grounding down into those heels, keeping the knees pointing right out over the toes. Breathing as you come back to standing. 1 last time, sitting low, very nice and slow for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pausing here at the bottom, little pulses, down, down, down. Just a small pulse. You've got 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold low for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. You've got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come on up. Nice and slow. Extra points if you come out of that really slow. We're going to be alternating between standing and floor exercises for this workout. So have the loop somewhere nearby, but go ahead and come on down to the mat. Set up with your forearms down on the mat, elbows underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, and then extend your right leg back straight. We're going to lift that right leg to about hip height and tap the toes down. Squeeze to lift. Lift and lower. Keeping the leg nice and straight. Last 3, lift and tap. 2, squeeze and tap. Hold up on 1. Little pulses up, 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 up. Keeping the leg as straight as possible. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep the leg lifted. Bend at the knee and then extend your leg. So bend the knee like you're going to squeeze your heel to your butt and then re-extend. Bend and extend. Keep the knee lifted nice and high. Last 4, and reach. 3, core stays strong. 2, we're going to keep the bend on 1. Reach your heel up to the sky like you're going to plant your foot on the ceiling, and little pulses up, 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 up. I know it's burning in that glute and hamstring. Last 2, and 1, lower down. We're going to come back to standing now and set up for a lunge. Option to have the kettlebell for these lunges. You're going to have your right foot forward, your left foot back. A little softness in the knees at the top. and start to bend both knees. We're going for a 90-90 lunge, so a 90-degree bend in both legs. Tap the knee as low as you're comfortable, and then slowly ground down into the feet to extend. We're doing these nice and slow, just like we did with our squats. So we're really gonna feel the burn in both legs. Lowering for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Again, you can have the kettlebell if you wish, and you can always set it down if you need to. Getting to the depth of your lunge and slowly extending the legs from there. We're on our last two, lowering 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're on your last descent. We're gonna hold at the bottom of this one and take little pulses. Keep your core strong. Dip, dip, dip. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand all the way up and then make your way back down to the mat for our second side of our hamstring curls. Elbows underneath the shoulders, extend your left leg back, and we lift and tap. Lift and tap, keeping that leg nice and long, really flexing the foot and reaching out through the heel. Lift and tap, lift and tap. Last 3, 2, holding up on 1. We have our little pulses up, up, up. Keep the leg as straight as possible. Last 2 and 1. Bending at the knee, squeezing your heel towards your glute and extend. Keeping the knee nice and high. Reach and bend. Reach, squeeze, reach it long. Last 3, extend. 2, and keep the bend on 1, planting little footprints on the ceiling by squeezing and pulsing that leg up to the sky. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nicely done. Go ahead and make your way back to standing for our second side of our lunge sequence. Grab your kettlebell if you like it, left leg forward. Slowly bending into both knees for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly extending both legs. Checking in with that 90-degree bend in both legs at the bottom of your lunge. Here's our second one. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And up for 8, 7, 6, 5. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extending the legs as much as feels okay for your knees and hips at the top, and bending them as deeply as feels okay for your knees and hips at the bottom. Extending 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have 3 more. You can do it. Bending into the knees. Keep your core tight and your shoulders proud, stacked over your hips. Breathing. Last 2. Try not to hold your breath, especially as you feel that burn. We're on our last one, descending for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, holding at the bottom for our pulses. Down, 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 down. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and come on up and then make your way down to the mat. Grab your loop and we're going to place it again around our thighs just above the knee. You could also totally do this without the loop if you don't have one. Setting up on your left side, hips and shoulders in one long line and shins parallel to the front of the mat. Gently lengthen the sides of your waist and stack your hips right on top of one another. That top leg is going to lift up as high as you can without your hips moving, and then lower it back down nice and slow. Here we go. Up, and slowly lower it to hip height. Your knees won't quite touch at the bottom. You can always take your hand to your hip to check. Make sure your hips staying stacked. Lowering nice and slow and controlled. Last 3, really reach that knee as high as you can and lower it down nice and slow. Last 2. Breathing. Last one, feel that lovely burn on the outer hip. And then keep your leg parallel with the bottom leg. We're going to draw 5 little circles with that top knee. And then switch the direction of your circle and circle the other way for 5. When you've done your 5 circles, we're going to move right away to the second side. So lie down on your right side, stack your shins and your hips, and lift that top knee as high as you can, and lower it slow and controlled. Keeping the sides of your waist nice and long, your core is engaged here. Lifting that top leg, and slowly lowering it. And lift, and slowly lower. The knees won't quite touch at the bottom. If you need to get rid of that band, you can. I certainly needed to at this point. Slowly lower down. Last 2. Breathing. Last one. Up and lower. 5 circles with the knee. And switch directions, go the other way for 5. Well done. We're going to make our way around to a seated position with our legs straight in front of us and our shoulders stacked over our hips. If you're using the loop, you're going to lower it down to your mid-calf area. If you need to sit on a block or fold up your mat a little bit to cushion your hips, go for it to get your hips a little higher. Plant your fingertips down by your sides, flex your right foot, and lift it. We're going to lift and lower that right leg, really using the quadriceps, the top of your right thigh. Going nice and slow. Your leg may only lift a fraction of an inch. That's totally fine. Five more. Lift. Keep reaching out through the heel. 4. Breathing. 3. Try to keep your spine nice and long. 2. And hold the lift on 1. We're just going to hold and breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Shake your leg out if you need to, switching to the other side. Flex your left foot and lift and lower. Lift and lower. Again, it can be really helpful to elevate your hips by sitting on a cushion to keep your spine tall throughout this. Last 5. Lift and lower. Keeping the leg as straight as you can, feeling the top of that left thigh. Last 2. We're going to hold on 1. Hold even if it's just thinking about lifting that leg off the floor for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down, shake it off. Take the band away and come back to standing. We're setting up for our final set of squats. Legs are going to be significantly wider than the hips. Toes are going to be pointing out. Shoulders are stacked tall over the hips. Hands come to your heart. Slowly bend your knees out over your toes. Check that your knees are facing the direction of your toes and adjust your feet how you need so that your knees are reaching out over your toes. Slowly coming to standing. And again, bend into the knees. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press into the heels to come up to standing. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just 2 more. Bending the knees. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press into the heels to come to standing. Squeezing the inner thighs towards one another. Good. Last one, we're going to hold at the bottom of this one. If you're up for it, lift your left heel and take some tiny pulses. Down, down. You could always keep your heels down. Last 2. And last 1, stay low. Lift your right heel, pulse. 2, 3, 4. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay low. Maybe lift both heels or lower both heels. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower those heels down and just hold the squat. Breathe, you've got this. 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and come to standing. You made it. Turn your toes to face forward and take a wide-legged forward fold. Nice stretch for the hamstrings. Heel toe your feet together underneath your hips. Bend into your right knee and reach your left arm up to the sky, taking a gentle twist. And switch sides. Bend into your left knee and reach your right arm up for a twist. We are all finished. Well done, you guys. Bye.